Hey everybody, Theresa Vigorino here for your fabulous Faithful Friday. I hope you're having a great week, and I really would like for you all to get out in nature this weekend. I know that Victor and I are going to, I think, take the motorcycle out and with me on the back, and we're going to head to the coast somewhere and get out in nature, because when you start to get stressed, it's really important to get grounded and rooted and get yourself into creation and away from the noise and the hustle and the bustle and the stress, particularly if you're in a city environment. But today I want to talk to you about success and that it's awaiting you and the choice is yours. And the reason why I say that is because we all have times of struggle where we feel like, what am I doing? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a healer, a coach, a teacher, and you're working for yourself, not for somebody else, or you're a business owner even. And particularly if you're providing something that is personal development or spiritual teaching or healing or alternative health or whatever, because of people's belief systems, it's very, sometimes it seems like it's a challenge to break through, to give people new ideas and new ways of doing things, because the brain wants to hold on to tradition, ways of thinking you always have, and that sort of thing. Which brings me around to the lesson of the day, which is success is waiting you, and the choice is yours. Because we're given a choice every time we do go through this challenge of, maybe I should give up. Maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, maybe that's true. If you feel like you have a calling on your life and you're not living that calling, and there's something that's like tapping you, trying to get your attention, pay attention to that, because that's your spirit, the Holy Spirit with your spirit, trying to get your attention. So it's important to, do this discernment for yourself on, if you aren't doing the right thing, that could be one of the reasons why you're not reaching the level of success that you want. If, however, and I'm speaking more to this today, if you don't know what your soul calling is, contact me and I can help you discover that. But if you know what it is and you're working diligently and you're trying every angle and you just are coming up short in your own mind and you don't feel like you're as ahead in the game as you want to be. Maybe the income isn't in your bank account like you want it to be, or if you don't feel like your message is reaching enough people, and there's times that you feel despair, and there's times you feel lonely, and there's times that you feel like giving up. I know, I go through this myself. And I'm reminded, thank goodness I have a most amazing, supportive husband that, thinks I hung the moon, and that he really believes in me more than anybody, even more than myself a lot of the times. But I have to keep choosing to keep going, no matter what it looks like in the physical. I don't know where my reach is going. Pat Flynn this other day at Thrive, that Cole and Sonia Hatter's event, spoke about when he was having a dark night of his soul with his business and not feeling he was doing enough or reaching enough people. And what he didn't know is one of his podcasts had reached someone in Europe, and I can't remember if it was Czech Republic or Poland, I believe, that ended up having 2 broken legs, I believe, and ended up, because of his podcast, hearing it once, committing to running a marathon, and did a shout out to Pat Flynn. And since then, other people that have had injuries or even amputees are now doing the same thing. And we don't know the effect that we're having on other people. That's why we have to keep going. And it can be a lonely drudgery sometimes, and you have to dig deep. And you have to know that your why is bigger than what's showing up. The why, for me, it's to help people live their best life, and the neurological part of their life, the physiological part of their life, the emotional healing, connecting them spiritually. It's all of it for me. And there's times that I feel like nobody wants my help. And yet I can't stop, no matter how low I get or how my negative self-talk can take over, that I'm not successful enough and nobody wants me. By the way, look out for these words. It's coming from fear and some self-judgment. Nobody, never, always, all of those type of absolute words are really part of a cycle that you have in your brain. And I have it too. So I actually apply what I'm teaching to my own life to create my own life story. But I was reminded of a diamond in the rough. And I want to read you some statistics about how a diamond is made. First, I'm reading this off my laptop here. You have to bury carbon dioxide 100 miles into the earth. Then you have to heat it to about 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to squeeze it under pressure of 725,000 pounds per square inch. and then you have to quickly rush it towards Earth's surface to cool. And I want to look at myself and all of us as we're all diamonds in the rough. And we all have these unique qualities and characteristics and personalities and talents and gifts that we've been given uniquely to make us, or the magnificent you is what I call it, the magnificent me. We all are born from this, we emanate from the same place. We are born from the source of all things. And that spark of divinity is in you, it is in me, and it is in everyone. And so no one is given any more than anybody else. You know, I used to have the limiting beliefs of, well, I didn't have a college education. I became a mother too young. I didn't have money for college growing up. I was brought up in an abusive family. I had all of these things that, you know, kept me from living my brilliance. And they were excuses. I didn't know they were excuses. They were part of my brain patterns. They were part of my teaching, part of my growing. So I feel like I've gone through a lot of that pressure from the diamond to, you know, emerge and become what I was always set out to be long before those earthly experiences happened to me. And it's the same for you. So if you have some limiting beliefs of, you know, I can't have this level of success that I want because, you know, I'm not smart enough, I don't have the background, I don't have the connections, I don't have the whatever it is, know that all things are possible. And that's where faith, remember it's Faithful Friday, faith gets you there. I think of my daughter who just started her first job this week as an attorney and got her letter the same day from the state of Texas saying that she passed the bar exam, which only 60% passed the bar exam. And I think of these 7 years between her undergrad and her 3 years of law school, what she sacrificed, and the days and the hours of the crying of thinking, what am I doing this for? I'm never going to make it. It's too hard. And she was going through that squeezing and that pressure that we all must go through in order to emerge this brilliant, sparkly diamond that really is inside of us and that we're meant to be. And to know that she spent those 7 years of intensity and made it was even more food for my lesson today, because this just happened yesterday, that we all have that brilliance inside of us. You just have to keep going. So how do you keep going? Number one, you surround yourself with people that believe in you. When you are feeling that low, you reach out to somebody. Poor Victor, he's the one that's around the most now, so he gets it all. I do have girlfriends that help me out with that. You know, Jessica had me all the time to just keep encouraging her. Rely on your faith. If it was easy, everybody would already have it. There's a reason why it doesn't come easy. You will become forged like a diamond. Like, you know, when you're forging a sword, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes the heat, man. It takes being pressurized. It just takes work to become molded into your best you. And so if you're going through that struggle right now, if you've surpassed it, and you're not going through that, you know, there'll be another level that you're going to want to break through. So, you know, the minute that you break through one, don't think, oh, that's it. I'm never going to have another level of breaking through. If you are progressing in your life, you will always have another level you're going to want to attain to. Becoming a better parent, being more physically fit, making a difference in your community, you know, increasing your financial threshold, your thermostat, to where you can have more so you can do more for others. There's always a level above us that we can aspire to. Always, forever, as long as we're here. We never arrive, people. The journey is a destination. So choose your positivity to keep you on your road to success. Believe that you can. When your faith is waning, that is the time that you double down. If you're so low that you can't draw it up from within yourself, reach out to people. That's what we're here for. People are priorities in our life, and the people that support and love you will be those people and your cheerleader to help you get out of that darkness and into positivity again, because the choice is yours to keep going. You don't have to. There's no judgment if you don't, but the choice is always yours. So choose the success, choose the positivity and the people around you to help lift you when you need it. If you need me, I'm here. Again, I'm announcing this new program. It's called the Soul Alchemy program that you work with me one-on-one. If you're interested, it's going to sell out. I haven't even really gone public with with it yet. Once I announce it to my list and other people, it's going to sell out because it is one-on-one. I won't be able to work with that many people. But if you're interested, you have to go through a process with me first to see if you're a fit, and then we'll get you hooked up so that you can learn a lot of these techniques that will help you create that life that you really want. And there's a lot of details to that. There's a lot more than I can say on here right now because I try to keep it brief, which is hard for me. Anyways, I love all of you that have joined. Next week, I'm going to be in an immersion from Tuesday through Sunday. I will hop on when I can. I may have to do them in the middle of the night and you'll catch them later, but I'm going to be at Core Strength Experience. So my Michael Bernoff people and Core Strength, I can't wait to see you. My daughter's coming, my husband's coming. It's going to be fantastic. And the rest of you, I look forward to seeing you again on Monday. Take care. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.